Yeah, I mean, definitely very, very tough match, very tight sets. I think everyone was a little bit tight, a little bit nervous, as you'd expect at the start of the match. And I think everyone kind of got into it more and more as the match went on. I felt like we were hanging on to it a little bit in the first set. Those guys were, especially Wes, was returning amazing. Managed to hold on to our service games and come up with a couple good, really good returns in the tiebreak to which got us over the line in that set. And then, yeah, obviously went down a break in the second set and managed to bounce straight back, which is something we're really happy with, what we managed to do in the semi-final as well. And yeah, I think we were quite happy that we won it on that first match point after after some of the matches we've had recently.
Not much different than that. I thought we said this last year. It's a difficult court to play on at that time. The shadow is really tricky, and actually from both sides it's a little tough. So I thought we did a really good job to hold all of our service games in the first set, and got down an early mini break in the breaker, and then just found a little magic. I'm not sure where that came from, but I think that's just what we can do when we stick with each other and believe in each other. We had 2 return winners and then won the last 4 points of the breaker. And then, like Joe said, that second set we battled back just like we did yesterday and kind of just found a way. But I thought the level of intensity kind of got better and better and was really happy, like he said, to win it on that first one.
Congratulations once again. Name and affiliation, please. Questions? Eleanor.
Hi, Eleanor Crooks, Press Association. Joe, I mean, you've had a few kind of ups and downs this season, so does that make it sweeter to sort of come to the last slam and win the title?
Yeah, very sweet. I think especially how we've ended the last couple slams. I mean, we had match points at the French Open and Wimbledon and lost both those matches. So to come through here and to get the win, and to come back from some tough situations in some matches makes it extra special. So I think we're a bit shocked that we've been able to win this twice in a row, and especially to back up what we did last year. We won a Masters and then the US Open last year, and then I think we were thinking, we had a tough ask to defend all the points that we won last year, but to have done it again is amazing.
James Gray, iNewspaper. Joe, I know you were struggling a bit, I think, with your back over the summer, and that's obviously been, something you've had to deal with. Can you talk a bit about how much that has affected you, if it's affected you at all, and kind of what you've gone through to be fit for these tournaments?
I've been struggling with it a little bit for a lot of this year. Had a bit of time off after Wimbledon, and took a little bit of a break, and then had a long training block, and then didn't come out here until Montreal. I've made a few technical changes to the serve. I had done a lot of gym work, a lot of rehab and strength training to help with it. I've got an amazing team, a lot of great coaches around us to help with all of that, and all of the support from the LTA with the strength and conditioning and the physios who've done an amazing job. I think it feels amazing that it's all come together this quickly, and we've had such success so soon after that.
Matt Futterman from the New York Times. What's it like when you guys end up on the opposite side of the net? Like, I mean, Rajiv, you said you're gonna play Davis Cup next weekend. Mm-hmm. You're gonna play as well, right, Joe? So how does that all work?
We don't know yet. Well, we were a match away from doing it at the Olympics. We were a match away from doing it in Australia a couple years ago in the mixed.
In the mixed doubles, yeah.
Yeah, and so we've played each other before, but it was before we started playing together. So I'll let you know in a couple of days, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see.
Secrets and tendencies that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be a little bit like, I mean, the match we played against some of the teams like Cabal Ferrari in the semis, and especially against Neil and Wes in the final. I mean, it'll be a little bit similar to that. And obviously Rob, who's coaching Wes at the moment, he used to be our coach. So kind of the first time we played against them, we were kind of thinking, well, he knows all the things we like to do, so are we going to do the opposite, or are we going to do a double bluff? And so it's a little bit similar to that, where they know what we like to do, we know what they like to do, so it's kind of whether you stick to your guns and do the same things, or you change it up a little bit. I mean, yeah, it'll be interesting if we do play against each other. What, kind of tactics we come up with and how we approach the match. But yeah, it'll definitely be a little bit strange.
Rob Moore from the Sun. To follow that up, will you maintain conversation and communication if you end up playing each other, or will you try and keep apart during the course of the Davis Cup?
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, it's a few days away, but obviously we're pretty happy to communicate with each other at the moment, given what just happened. So I think we're going to worry about that once we cross the pond and get with our teams.
Because obviously, you know, Britain will be well supported.
Yeah,
in that match.
I think it's great. I mean, I think anytime tennis is well supported, it's fun. I mean, even the other day when we played the Colombians, or yesterday, it got a little bit difficult at times, but it's way better. You know, we've all played matches now for extended period of times in front of nobody, you know, through what we just went through with the pandemic. So I think, you know, I'm always very happy to play in front of people, even if nobody roots for me. I think it's still great.
Okay. In the back.
Amy Bird, USOpen.org. Congratulations on back-to-back titles in New York. Two questions. What do you think makes you click so well in New York? And also, have you ever had any interactions with the Woodies, who are the last guys to win back-to-back doubles titles?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, Joe might disagree with this, but I've always said that hard courts are best surface, so I think that's one thing for sure. But I think our preparation for this tournament has been really good the last couple of years. Like Joe said, we won, you know, a Masters event leading up to it, a different one this year than last year, but anyway, it's still the same thing. And then, and we have a certain round of golf that we play the week before that's going to happen again next year. But no, I just think generally we get in a good flow this time of year. It's like, you know, not much travel, not much, all that stuff. And we've happened to prepare really well in tennis also. So I think tennis seems to do that. Whenever you do well at certain places, you end up, you know, having good feelings and good memories and all that. So I think that's a big part of it for us. And then with the Woodies, I mean, I do know them, you know, lucky enough to chat with them a few times. I didn't know that until someone said it just now, yeah.
Is it 96?
95, 96 that they were the last people to repeat. Obviously, if you know, you can kind of emulate them in anything in tennis, it's pretty good, pretty good company to keep. So I'm sure we'll have a discussion about that at some point. But it's pretty good for us, I'd say.
Hi, Neil McLennan from the Mirror. Just a couple of quick ones for Joe. Was it strange playing out there with everything that was going on back at home over the last couple of days? And also, there's 5 Grand Slam titles for you, so that's a great record. How proud are you of that? And the Open record for Britain is 7. Is that now a target for you?
Yeah, it's definitely felt a little bit strange. I think, especially after the win yesterday, we were on such a high from that. It was an incredible match, and we were so happy with that win. But obviously, then to come off court and see the news was very sad. And I think, I think everyone wasn't quite sure how to act, and I think it didn't feel appropriate to be overly celebrating or at least showing that too much, because obviously everybody is back home and around the world is in mourning at the moment, and it's a very sad time. So it definitely feels a bit strange to be in this situation, and to obviously we're very happy with the success that we've had, but it's it's a sad time at the same moment. And then, sorry, what was the second question?
Fifth Grand Slam title. How proud are you of that achievement? And the record's 7. And so is that a target for you now? Record in the Open era, I should say.
Yeah, I'm very proud of that. I think we've always said that these are the ones we want to win. We focus our preparation and everything throughout the year on winning the Grand Slams, and yeah, it feels so special to have won this again. I haven't really thought about the record too much. I I guess I did know that that it was 7, but yeah, we're just going to keep focus on the next one and winning as many as we can. Obviously, if at some point I can get that record, that would be amazing. But it's not something that I'm focusing on.
Okay, Mike.
Mike Dixon, The Mail. During the final, the LTA announced that the Davis Cup is going ahead. Confirmed that. Just wondering, were you involved in discussions about, have you and Neil talked about that or had any communication? Because there's been a lot of discussion back home about which kind of sport should or shouldn't go ahead.
No, I haven't spoken to anyone about that. I think Leon and the rest of the team are kind of doing their own thing at the moment, and we're letting us just focus on the tournament out here. So yeah, I mean, I heard that it was still going ahead. I know that a lot of other sporting events got cancelled this weekend. I don't know, maybe because it's later on next week that there's a bit of time before it starts, that they made that decision. But yeah, I hadn't been involved in that at all.
Andrew Eichenholz with the ATP. Now with the win, 4th straight year, you're into the ATP finals. Can you just speak a little bit to the consistency you found to be able to stay at the top for so many years?
I think it has a lot to do with the people that we surround ourselves with. We have a consistent group of great people, and I think they kind of push us to make sure we perform each and every day, not only practice, but not only in matches, but in practice also with the right kind of energy and attitude, so that we can consistently perform at a high level. And I think that's one of the things we're probably the most proud of, is that we feel like we're a tough out no matter when we play. Obviously, you're not going to win every match, that's for sure, but if you can become difficult to beat all the time and win when you're maybe not at your best, you give yourself a chance a lot of times to go far in a lot of the tournaments. And I feel like that's something that we've figured out pretty well, and we managed to do a lot of the times.
Jonathan Draco, BBC Sport. Just one for Joe. Joe, it looked like you were wearing a black armband during the match. Is that right? Or is it, I presume that's a mark of respect? So if you could talk us through that.
Yeah, I was, yeah. And yeah, Neil was wearing a black ribbon as well, I think. I think we felt like we should, and we wanted to, just show a sign of respect and just acknowledgement of the situation we're in, because it's a huge moment in our history, and I think we felt like we just wanted to show a sign of respect for that.
Okay. Eleanor, final question, please.
Just back to the tennis. I know there's various doubles permutations for the Davis Cup, Joe, but do you think you and Neil can be a good team together?
Good insight here for us, I think.
Yes, definitely. I think if we played together, everybody else would be in trouble. No, I mean we've played really well together before. I think last year at Davis Cup we didn't play our best, and we were disappointed with our performance. But we've won tournaments together before. We've shown that we can play well on the biggest stage, and we get on really well together. So whatever the team will be, if we play together, if we're separate, if one of us plays, the other one doesn't, I think we're just going to be doing whatever's best to support the team. But if we did, then I'd be very confident that we could play well and get a result together.